guys, welcome back to another video. So I've been thinking about this video like all weekend, like what to say, how to say it. And I've rehearsed it over and over and over again. And I'm just gonna like let it fly off the top of my head with how I feel, however long it takes, however, I have to get the point across, or however it's perceived. So there's this new song that came out by Russ. Russ is basically one of those he's just one of those artists that are kind of overlooked. And I feel like, if you go and sit down and research like a song or two about Russ, you're gonna be like, whoa. I don't even know how I became to like Russ. I think I just heard a song and basically ran with it. So the song is called Misunderstood, and it just spoke so close to home. So I was 17. I ended up, meeting a guy that I was really crazy about. And of course, like any other scenario, I got pregnant. So I had my son about 6 months shy of graduation. So I was a senior. I was, promised I'll take care of him. I'm going to be there. Of course, that changed. In the scenario of the reason why the song just fits so close to home is because when having him, like I said, when you're promised, I'm going to be there, this is in third, and then you're not, and you just up and disappear. And in scenarios like this, these guys, they boost your head up and say they're going to do this and that, and then they don't. And then, you turn around and you get another girl pregnant. So here came another child on the way from his end, and I hadn't even dropped mine fully out the womb. And it was another boy. Okay, they're 8 months apart. It created a lot of tension, a lot of problems. And it's hard nowadays growing up to where, you have a bunch of people on your side, or you have a bunch of people on your side, or you have a bunch of people on your side, to the point where, because of the frustration that I felt, from the situation and the relationship with him, I felt like, I just felt like everything had changed. Everything just went left. The excuse of losing a grandparent, was a reason why this happened. Getting another girl pregnant, you're 18, she's 14. Most people would have you locked up, and I'm surprised that they didn't. So getting things misconstrued and switched up and mixed up and getting stuff started just really caused all of this, to the point where, we wanted to fight. We hated each other. We couldn't stand each other. Not on my end, I was like, hey, I don't want my son around this, because I know I'm a child too at this, but I'm like 3 months shy of 18. But why would I want my child around basically another child? 14 years old. What does your girlfriend, or what does your new baby mama have to bring to the table when she is 14 years old and I'm 18, basically? So I felt like this song just spoke close to heart because in the chorus it says, misunderstood. You only see pieces that fit your view of me. Your mind is made up. My hands are tied. Misunderstood time after time. So it's just like, it's like, wow. Like when you actually hear the lyrics and the song together, you're like, whoa.
Misunderstood. You only see pieces that fit your view of me. Your mind is made up. My hands are tied. Misunderstood time after time.
So, I mean, like, trust and believe. I felt so misunderstood like so many times because the perception of me and the way that I chose to raise my son, which was not to have him around a bunch of foolery and stuff that I know that like my mother wouldn't have put up with either. And I just felt like running and telling people, or I'm keeping him away, or I am withholding him from coming over, or whatever the case may be, then that creates a misunderstanding of me, and that's all it's ever been. When you are a mother, you want nothing than the best for your child. So nothing than the best for your child is, hey, if you're not going to watch him and you're going to have your sister or your mother watch him, no. If you're going to, illegally drive a car when you have no license and you have no car seat for him, no. And you just don't trust everybody like you trust yourself with your child. So that's like the misunderstanding that everyone gets when the story is only told on one end of the situation. Then it's just like you go into the verse and you're just like, before you get to the verse, you go back and you're like in the chorus. You wanted to be there. You wanted to make this work. And I just feel like all you ever wanted was to make it work. You just wanted to keep that family. You wanted to to continue to build with this person if you've already started. So of course I'm misunderstood. You only see the pieces that fit into your view of me, and your mind is made up. My hands are tied. It's just like you're throwing your hands in the air. There's no reason for me to sit back and say anything else because you've already made up your mind, and these are the pieces that you see of me in your mind. This is all you see. And of course you're misstood time after time. So as you go into the verse, it's just like, I feel like I got nothing left. There's something in my way I can't move. I really showed you all of me just for you to pick and choose. And it's true. I showed you all of me, and it turned around and just blew up in my face, another baby on the way. And, one hadn't even popped out the oven yet. And when it's just crazy because it's like you show all of you, or I've showed all of myself. And it's just like just for you to pick and choose, what you wanted. And of course, it's like, how convenient for you. You try falling back, but I can't. Trust and believe. It's like I sat back and waited and waited and waited. And, the waiting game stopped. I got to continue my happiness. I got to be with who I want to be with. I got to build a family and a relationship with someone that wants to build it right back with me. So, if you want to leave, then just leave. But I hope it's not easy for you. And it's just like, I hope that it's almost like I hope that you, see on the other side of the grass is not always greener. Just because you leave, it's nothing. So on YouTube, the 3 comments that stood out to me the most after listening to this song 2 or 3 times and then watching the official video. Like I said, relating back, when Russ said in this video, I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired, somebody said they felt it. I felt it too. So like this person was not the only one. This song, I just felt like, we're all sitting at home quarantined. And, like somebody said in another comment, people watching this like, A, in bed, B, not in full screen, and C, we're reading the comments. We want to see what everybody else is talking about. So I also feel that, the main idea of this video and this song, you can only free yourself from, people's judgments, even your own. Use your time to fly and not worry. So that was the best thing I had heard. Use your time to fly, not worry. Leave all that in the past. So, judge me on what you want to. Place judgment. Keep the pieces of me in your head that you feel you want to keep in there. But, just know I'm not worrying. I'm flying. You're worried. I'm not worried. And I feel that this song also just gave me confirmation. Like, I'm so glad that, I picked up the pieces to the puzzle of my life before actually being happy with someone. And that I didn't give that mess the energy, time, or day anymore. And it's been a rough road raising my son by myself, and I've made it. I've done it. Do I recommend others do it? No. This is not something that I knew anything about, when any of that. So, would I take it back? Still, no. No. I'm not taking it back because this is a life lesson. For me, I feel like if my son didn't, have like a disability of ADHD, that I wouldn't have known what others, or I wouldn't know this to be able to use in a classroom one day after I get my degree. So I'm grateful for this. This song just really spoke to me, and I felt like everybody liked it, and I was just like, hey, this just has a little beat to it. The words are hitting right, and it just comes to you and you feel it, and that's all. So I'm just gonna play a little more.
Feel like I got nothing left. There's something in my way. I can't move. I really showed you all of me. Just for you to pick and choose. How convenient for you. Try falling back, but I cannot keep leaning towards you.
So yeah, this song is crazy, and it's just crazy how he's not as out there of an artist like others are, and I feel like he's still undergoing his success to being at the top, but I gotta commend him for this song. There's others, but this one right here obviously spoke to a lot of people because I was one of those ones scrolling in the comment section like, what is everybody else thinking? Is everybody else thinking the same as me? And I literally all weekend long in the car by myself or just in the car sitting at a red light, like, man, this really hits. And I'm just gonna say, like, prime example, it hits close to home when things are not going the way that someone will want it to be, and you run back and tell someone that you call a sister, and they choose to jump in on a situation that has nothing to do with them, and you base your judgment on that versus saying, hey, I don't have nothing to do with that. Either way, I want to be friends with her, Either way, I want to still, hang with her. Either way, I still want to chill with her. Either way, I still want to, get to know her. And, just to back out of the situation and, say, well, say this or say that, and then, get involved like you have an issue and then you blow it up out of proportion and, then you base judgment on me too. At the end of the day, I really don't care about people's judgments and what people have to say about me, because at the end of the day, like, I have a life to live too. But you're not going to make it to where my life is basically being harassed, or people are pointing at me when they see me like, oh yeah, that's the one that withholds him away from him because she did this and the third. Like, let's be real. When all of these people who yippity yap, yippity yap, yippity yap become a mother and they have to go through the same situation that I did, you'll sit back and realize why I'm so overprotective of mine. And I have every right to be. I feel like that people have no idea. None. Because I didn't either. I came into this not knowing what the hell ADHD was, not knowing what comes along with it, none of the symptoms, none of the signs, nothing. And I had to go through it. I'm still going through it. That's something that it has been going on for 5 years now, since he's been diagnosed. And, I'm there for everything. I'm there for appointments. I'm there for to go get the medicine. I'm there to make sure, he takes it. I'm there to make sure that, teachers have no issues. I'm there to make sure that everything goes copacetic. I'm there to make sure that he's nothing but happy, nothing but, nothing more, nothing less. I make sure that my son has a roof over his head to lay down in a bed, and to make sure that he has food, and I make sure that he has clothes on his body, and I make sure that he has things that he enjoys, because nobody else is going to do that in a situation of parents. Now, I don't believe in co-parenting. It never works. When it does work, something fails, and I feel like in a video I previously did about ADHD, you have to be consistent. If you're not consistent, then things don't go smoothly. And I feel like, if you can't be consistent, don't be there. And that's just how I feel. So, as a mother, like I said, anyone who knows me knows I'm a damn good mom, knows that I do what I have to do for my kids. What I do for one, I do for the other. And anyone who knows me knows that I'm just that type of person that is always around her kids, always doing for them, always thinking of their best interest first. And anyone who knows me knows that I'm just like my mom, except for the fact that she gave the opportunity for someone to be in and out of my life. And I'm just trying to do different than that, because unfortunately I didn't have a disability. So it didn't bother me as much as I feel like it would bother my son. But I feel like it would create a headache that is going to come later in life, like it did for me, as far as not wanting to be around, talk to, trust, or, want to introduce my kids to. So I'm trying to do differently and prevent him from wondering and asking me versus, going straight to the source. So that's just where I'm at with that, and I'm going to head out with this.
mind is made up, my hands are tied. Misunderstood time after time.